Welcome, my fellow gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Episode 3. Because you guys love torturing me, as I sit here and weep silently, the dark doors closing all around me, with the pain and suffering that is this game. There's a little bit more literature from you guys, improvised on the spot. I'm the next Eminem, drop it like it's hot. Oh, there's some more. But, in all seriousness, why you do this to me? Is this the episode that we finally reached the freaky shit? We're about to find out. Last time we left off, and we were about to start sharing our intimate poems about kissing blood under starlight, or whatever the hell I chose. I'm trying to impress Yuri, so let's show Yuri first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Dots. What a lovely way to start. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering up her whole face. He's going to hate me. No, girl, I wrote this poem for you. I want you to love me like I love you. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Actually, I have quite a bit of writing. I've written a book. It never got published, obviously, but it was like a, 400-page book. And then I wrote a sequel. I wrote 2 books. I wrote a lot of songs for my band. I like doing some poetry. So I have quite a bit of experience with writing. Now, when I'm supposed to describe why the curtains are blue in a Charles Dickens novel, that's when I start to fail, because the curtains are fucking blue because they're blue, not because he was sad and depressed. I'm talking to you, Miss Toll. My 10th grade English honors teacher. Really? Well, it's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. I mean, it's true. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. She's gonna be a professor someday, unless she dies somehow in this game. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. Her voice is the easiest to do. I just raised my voice by like half an octave. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Oh god, what I think about to happening. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which is kind of funny. After all, isn't she supposed to be a literature club? Fuck. I can't really read cursive that well. Because they taught us it in 4th grade, said it's the most important thing you'll ever use in your life, and then I literally have not used it except for my signature. So, thanks, Mrs. Black. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Bro! beautiful! God! Right in the feels! I think. I don't know. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Women. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really happy you didn't. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, freak. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, freak. Me too. Well, in case Yuri and I break up, I need to have a fallback girl, and that's going to be Monica. So let's show Monica next. Hi, freak! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I suggest sexier outfits. I'm always listening! Did you just hear me when I said sexier outfits? Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I've got to make her like Peppy because she's the president, right? And athletic, like a cheerleader. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway. Oh, wait, why did I just save a screenshot? Does it screenshot every time I like... Really? Why is my taskbar showing too? That's some shit down here. Oh well. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Look at that pose. She wants me, dude. Don't worry, freak. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, freak. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not really, it's just a bunch of big words to try to impress Yuri, but thanks. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I mean, I'm trying to get in deep. I can make these jokes all the time, non-stop, for every one of these episodes, guys. I'm just warning you now. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. I think every one of these episodes I'm also have to go because I can't read. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? That Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yes. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. I didn't even pay attention and realize that that was my voice talking. I apparently sound like that now. Don't worry so much about that. I also really wish that I could have my camera preview like right there, so I'm always looking at you guys. Excuse me. You do your own thing. Just keep... Oh my god, hiccups. Damn you! Okay. Fuck the hiccups. Fuck the hiccups. Fuck the Mayweathers. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. There's another joke in there about trying new things, but I'm trying to, like, not make it like that for you guys. I want this to be an enjoyable experience. Do let me know in the comments below. Do you enjoy my sexual innuendos? Or not? I'd love to see you try new things. Again. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased with their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything, but I do. I really do. That's the whole point of this game, is to have, like, a giant... Never mind. Alright, moving on. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Fuck yeah, Monica! Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I mean, she's not wrong. It's all about saving face, you know? You're the president of the literature club. You gotta be a little confident. Can you guys even see that? That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Damn it, I'm starting to make her Yuri again. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Not even hole in the wall or a hole in a wall. It's hole in wall. Sounds like it's hole in one. Tiger Woods approves. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? The spackle protruge? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Damn, bitch, you stalking somebody? And you got caught? So... what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style that's gotten popular nowadays. Oh, whoops, I read that wrong. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, which I tried to convey for you guys. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful, which I tried to do for you guys. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Dude, come on, you know big words. Don't ask dumb questions. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. It's kind of how I edit my videos. I just throw all the footage in and then start cutting and trimming, and it takes a while. My Smite video is still nowhere near done. And actually, I think I lost it. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. You sound like a stoner. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess let's knock out the fucking really annoying, obnoxious one, because this voice is going to piss me off. This is a good poem, freak! Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Oh shit, I forgot to start another timer. Shit. I guess we'll go till about 15 minutes on this one. Or we'll try to wrap it up after I read my poem to Natsuki. I guess guess you're right. But that's where it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
I'm starting to turn her into Mickey Mouse.
Oh boy, haha. Well, hi there. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Look at that mustache. That beard game on point, though. Just kidding. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, freak. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Because I'm a good guy.
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. I'm not going to read this in her obnoxious voice, just the title, because I'm going to do it obnoxiously like she would.
Dear Sunshine!
The way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Fuck no, rain's the best weather. Well, actually, snow is, but down here, we never get snow anymore, so I gotta take what I can get. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love it. I love it. I don't really eat breakfast. I tend to... What do you call it? Breakfast makes me feel sick. It's weird. I love eggs and bacon. I love bagels. When I wake up, I don't eat. I drink a Monster, and I go to work. And then I come home and start eating. So my breakfast is at like 4 o'clock every day. That's why I took a nap today. Came home. Made some spaghetti. Best food in the world. You guys already know that if you watch my Undertale videos. And then I was like, you know what sounds really good right now? Because I'm just going to do nothing but edit tonight. Let's take a nap. Because I have to work in double tomorrow. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
You forgot the bacon! Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
She's not wrong. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, guys. Ignore the fact that I don't eat it. Get your breakfast in.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. Yuri's the best. But next time, I
won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever!
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, time to show the lesbian. Dots. Question mark. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Careful, dude. She probably knows how to punch you. I'll pass. Ugh. Well, anyway, I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. No, they go, hoo. Houdini. Yeah, I love Vanoss. Sue me. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. That kind of sucked. That was kind of a shitty poem, Natsuki, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. Is this a convincing fake smile?
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. What it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves.
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem.
No, not in this poem. I'm sorry.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Actually, yeah, no, that's... It was a good poem, then. Yeah. Damn, girl! Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
I just thought you were stupid.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro!
Please, let's all face it. Yuri's poem was the best poem, guys.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. Why does it look like she's a vampire? Look at that little tooth back there. You guys can't see my cursor, but it looks like yep. I'm gonna zoom in on that bitch for you. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way that poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I don't even remember what the fuck my poem was, guys. Something about kiss, blood, and moonlight. And then a lot of big words in it. I need to find a better spot to put this mic arm. Yeah, it's not gonna work over there. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up.
My nose itches!
How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all.
Dude, good. Women.
Oh,
wait. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Freak did too.
Yo, bitch. Don't throw me under the bus. I flat out said I didn't like it. I enjoyed the symbolism and the meaning behind it. And the style was creative. But my first reaction was, no.
So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Freak liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to press our new member, Yuri.
The music stopped, so I'm trying to make this all ominous. Hold on,
There we go. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, there's the music again.
That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Freak appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more?
Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, shots fired. The fight's coming, guys.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as a freak started showing.
Oh, no, she didn't!
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Freak. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing's more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of that header, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, freak.
Well, wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, freak?
Are you guys finally gonna give me a choice? Like, who I can side with? Because I've yet to actually been given a choice.
Well.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Fucking right. Why are you shaking so much? Like, just stay. Can you hear this? Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to hear that. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be fucking Yuri!
Natsuki.
Oh wait, whoops. You're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all.
It kind of is.
Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
Indubitably. Quite. Yes. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. Like, seriously. Holy shit. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see.
Oh, God. Doing all these voices is making my voice just die.
I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Yeah, 'cause fuck this bitch. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Say oi, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from her desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles the poem up with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri.
Girl, I love you so much. I just want you to be with me too.
And not in that freaky way that I know is going to start happening soon. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Freak. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now.
Look at her blush. So cute. It's nothing. God, can this stop? Yeah, stop wiggling so much.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So,
What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Freak, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Aw, shit. And maybe you learned something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. Not what I was exactly planning on, but okay. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Yuri! I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Freak! You ready to walk up? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Yeah, but I'd much rather be spending time with Yuri, so fuck it. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Freak, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Natsuki does not. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? My boy's starting to get it. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use as Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Thank you, everyone, for watching episode 3 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Let me know down below if you want to see more of this. We still apparently haven't even gotten to the freaky shit yet. And I'm still just trying to keep these like 20-30 minutes, so I'm going to cut this short. Have a good one. Stay freaky.
You're a freak like me.